We are back with Emilie Autumn, who is performing tonight at the Crowfoot Ballroom in Pontiac for her Fight Like a Girl tour. And you have brought your ladies with you. Can you just tell us their names real quickly?
Yes. I'll make some up right now. They don't have them. This is the Blessed Contessa. Oh. This is the Captain Maggots, ahoy. And this is the lovely Naughty Veronica. You'll see why.
I want to ask you quickly before we get to the song.
Yes.
This tattoo has very big significance on your arm. Tell us what that is.
It does. This is, and it's going to sound like a joke, but this is my insane asylum cell number, and I put it on there voluntarily to own the situation and to not be ashamed of it.
Because you did have some trouble in your past and a kind of a dark. Tell us about that real quick.
Well, I have bipolar disorder, so it takes like a kind of a lifetime to figure out how to deal with that. And anyone who's lucky enough to be afflicted with that or knows someone who has realizes that you have manic times, you have incredibly dark times. During those dark times, it's very, very common to try to do drastic things to yourself. When you do, you get involuntarily locked up. Sometimes that's not the best thing to do to a person, so it wasn't fun. But coming after that to just simply not be ashamed of the situation, I had this, realizing that once you're in the asylum, you never really get out, so let's make it a really fun place to be.
So this is what you do with it.
This is it.
All right, so what are you going to perform for us today?
We are doing a very classy number called Girls, Girls, Girls.
All right, great. Fight Like a Girl is the name. And Emilie, thank you so much for being with us.
My pleasure, thank you.
Come see girls, crazy girls. If you're willing to be thrilled, this is a hell of a ride. Those girls, crazy girls. They're hot, they're nuts, they're suicidal, tickets cheap. It's a crime. And they're half off after 4 o'clock, so toss us a dime to see these lovely freaks of nature for a limited time. Come see the girls, girls, girls. Some of them are really quite attractive, as you'll see. Well, some are truly hideous, I'm sure that you'll agree. Well, others still look rather quite a lot like you and me. But you must let them fool you. Just one more rule, you shouldn't look this one too long in the eye. That one, let's just keep walking by. These ain't no ordinary girls, and we've a steady supply. So grab another cup of tea and follow me to see those girls, crazy girls. If you're willing to be thrilled, this is a hell of a ride. Those girls, crazy girls. They're hot, they're nuts, they're suicidal, tickets cheap. It's a crime. And they're half off after 4 o'clock, so toss us a dime to see these lovely freaks of nature for a limited time. Come see the girls, girls, girls. It's all to do with reproductive organs, which are naturally unstable in a day. You see, from Luna, we have lunacy and lunatic and loony, and they're always ovulating by the cycle of the moody.
I have a question. Shoot! Any patient ever been released? Would you send her home if her bizarre behavior would increase?
For the good of our society, they oughtn't reproduce, so while they may pretend propriety, we'll never let them loose. Come see the girls, crazy girls. If you're willing to be thrilled, this is a hell of a ride. Those girls, crazy girls. They're hot, they're nuts, they're suicidal, tickets cheap. It's a crime. And they're half off after 4 o'clock, so toss us a dime to see these lovely freaks of nature for a limited time. Come see the girls, girls, girls.
How big is a lady's brain?
It's really very, very small. A simple thought is quite a strain.
This seems just a bit inhumane.
It's just a simple little shock. It doesn't cause any pain. They won't bite. Well, they might. I say, this one does look hungry tonight, so get your picture with an inmate, but be sure she's locked up tight. They're practically wild, sir. Protect your child, sir. They can't recall the taste of freedom. They're just happy if we feed them. So point and laugh. It isn't bad. They oughtn't mind because they're mad. If you haven't got a dime, toss us your pearls. You're welcome to enjoy our girls. Crazy girls. If you're willing to be thrilled, this is a hell of a ride. Those girls, crazy girls. They're hot, they're nuts, they're suicidal, tickets cheap. It's a crime. And they're half price after 4 o'clock to toss us a dime. See these lovely freaks in nature for a limited time. I've got a lot more words to say, but I just can't make them rhyme. So ladies, let this be a lesson to you. Keep your hair uncut, your corsets tight, your knitting neat, your yabber shut. This is what comes of over-educating, mentally overstimulating, too much serious conversating, organized religion hating, sinful and word copulating, marriage without procreating, girl-on-girl caught lesbiating, she was caught while masturbating, male mind manipulating, chronically hallucinating, certainly there's no debating, some we just find fascinating, women's rights facilitating, independent thought creating, she may just be complicating, get your money out, we're waiting to see those girls.